Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession. Football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
In motion, Hill. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
Jason Sanders, the kicker for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for a 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On the ready.
From the 22, Tua. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drive route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to the running game with Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Once again, and he coughed it up. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. Yellow.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Wilson's got it complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
Tua on 4th down. Going right back to Wilson. He's got the 1st down and more than that. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from, oh, they get to the football, it's blocked. Now it's scoop, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Well, how about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side. coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Steps away to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
15. Yellow.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hey, 57.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Hey, go steal. Ready?
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, the guy made the play. He gets the points. It really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away from the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 44.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Tua going to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 2nd down, Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.